Hola estudiantes, hoy vamos a continuar en capítulo 9. Hoy estamos en páginas 271 a 274. Ya aprendimos en capítulo 8 los verbos regulares en el pretérito. Para los verbos AR, las terminaciones son aste o amos, aron. Por ejemplo, hablé, hablaste, habló, hablamos, hablaron. Y E y O tienen acentos. Los verbos IR y ER, como comer o beber, son comí, comiste, comió, comimos, comieron. Y IR es el mismo. Viví, viviste, vivió, vivimos, vivieron. Y en y O tienen acentos también. Hoy vamos a continuar en página 274 con algunos verbos irregulares en el pretérito. También aprendimos dar, hacer, ir y ser. So we've already learned those. The verbs to the right on page 271 are also irregular in the preterite. They have an irregular stem. The first person and third person singular endings are the only irregular endings, in contrast to the stressed endings of the regular preterite forms. The verb estar is conjugated, and you can do the rest because they're like estar. So, estar, poder, poner, querer, saber, tener y venir son irregulares. The stem is irregular. These verbs all have these same endings. Iste, o, imos, ieron. So estar is right there. Estuve, estuviste, estuvo, estuvimos, estuvieron. There are no accents on the E and the O. You don't have to distinguish them from the present with the accent. And all of these are the same. I would suggest that you conjugate all of these out for practice. Yeah, so that is that. If you turn the page to 272, you will see the preterite of decir and traer. The irregular preterite stem of these two verbs end in a J. They use the same endings as the verbs on page 271 that we just learned, except the E of the third person plural is omitted. So decir is dije, dijiste, dijo, dijimos, dieron. Dijeron. And traer is traje, trajiste, trajo, trajimos, trajeron. So you can see that there. Once again, write these out to help you memorize them. And then we have the preterite of haber. I is the present form of haber, which means there is or there are. There is one form of this in the preterite. Hubo. That's it. There were or there was. So that is easy. Some verbs have meaning changes in the preterite. Several you can see there. The preterite meaning is different than the present or infinitive form of the meaning, and this is based on context and what's implied when you use it. So present tense saber is to know. Present preterite tense saber would be to learn or to find out. Conocer is to know or to be familiar with people or places. The preterite meaning is to meet. Querer would mean to want, but in the preterite it means to try. No querer, not to want, or in the preterite it would be to refuse. Poder, to be able to and then the preterite is to succeed in, because you could do it. No poder, not to be able to, and then the preterite would be to fail. These change based on the context and what's implied when you use it, because as we talked about before, the preterite is used to talk about something that's happened, a definite completed action or state of being. The best way that I know how to tell you to study this is how I've been telling you to do the verbs all along, and that is to just write them out. Write them out over and over and over again until you're familiar with them. And then also make sure you understand the changes in meaning, so that way on a test or an assignment you can fill it in correctly. For homework, to practice these, do Práctica C, Una Noche Buena en Santiago de Cuba. You just have to do the paso uno, use the preterite of the verbs to fill in the blanks. So that's all for today. Keep studying. If you need extra help or more explanation, please let me know.